or welcome back to the channel. It's your girl ShaniceAlisha, and by the looks of things, by the title, you guys know we're about to hop into an updated live Q&A, and it's evident that you guys missed me because I posted this questions box over on my Instagram, and when I say y'all flooded the question box, it's crazy. Look at this, y'all, is it me? Am I the drama? Or did you guys just miss me? Or you just wanted an opportunity to hop up in my business? Which one? Anyway, we're not gonna drag out this intro any longer. If you guys are a part of the gang, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and spam the comment section down below. If you aren't a part of the family, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss another ShaniceAlisha upload. Get into it because you're going to love it here. And sis, I see you watching my videos, so you might as well just go ahead and join the gang because you'll love it here. Anyway, go ahead and pour up some wine, pour you a shot, grab you a blunt, grab you a snack, and let's hop into the video. All right, so in no particular order, we're gonna go through and I'm going to try to answer as many questions as possible with the time that I have, but y'all, all right. Let me see. I did see one that was reoccurring and I said I would answer it because a lot of you guys did ask this question, and it was pretty much, how is married life going? So y'all, it is absolutely amazing. No cap, no funny. Like, when I say don't let anyone tell you anything else about Black love because you'll love it here. Sim and I have been together for quite some time now, so a lot is very normal to us, but I will say after getting married, it just feels amplified, and that's like the realest thing I can tell you guys. We don't have a lot of the struggles when it comes to purchasing a home and trying to figure out our finances together that other married couples who are freshly starting may have, because we've already lived together for different periods of time. So, you know, that's something we didn't necessarily have to work through. But I will say, when it comes to that, communication is key. Patience is a virtue. God needs to be the head of your life and household, and everything else will fall into place with prayer. If you guys need to seek counseling and or therapy separately or together, then do so. But it's worth it at the end of the day, and I will say that we've been really enjoying it. Like, it feels different, but it feels the same. I don't know how to explain it. Somebody else did ask, where's this question? She said, hold on. What has been the biggest lesson in the first 6 months of marriage? And that pretty much ties in with that, because I will say that we just have to practice a little more TLC, okay, on a daily basis, because, you know, like, every single day is a new opportunity to learn how to love your partner and just explore new things about each other, explore new ways to really express your emotions, and practice the love languages that are pretty prominent in your relationship. So I'll just say that I'm enjoying it. What you see on camera is literally what you get. That's our vibe, and we're really kind of being like more open and, you know, more comfortable with you guys. So yes, that is marriage in a nutshell. All right, somebody did ask, a few people actually, about the hookah room. No, it's not finished. If you guys do not keep up with the vlogs, then you probably wouldn't know. We are in limbo right now because we need to get it painted, and after that, we'll be able to hang things on the wall, change out the chandelier, put the doors on, and it will be done. No, you are not gonna get a sneak peek because that takes away the fun of the building up, leading up to, and then the final reveal. So you guys will not get a sneak peek of it, but stay tuned because I am going to be doing an updated house tour, kind of showing you guys what has changed from the last one, the new furniture and items that I put in, and just all of the 9 yards. So be ready for that one to drop because it should be dropping within the next week or so. Y'all, real quick, pause. I'm super congested. Y'all know my allergies are bad. I have taken an antihistamine as well as, like, you know, drinking my tea with my honey and stuff like that. So if I kind of get a little congested as I'm talking, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need no insight. I've just been struggling. Pollen is up 10. Shanice is down -3. Alrighty, let's find the next question. What's my favorite food? Oxtail, hands down. Let's see. Somebody said nothing, sis. Okay. All right, dear girl. The pros and cons of home ownership. I won't necessarily say I have found a lot of cons outside of just you don't have the maintenance team to come in and fix your issues. You have to keep up with things and you have to repair it. But there are so many pros to owning your own home. Like, you guys, I love everything about being able to decorate how I want, like not have to worry about like people banging from upstairs or the parking lot being filthy. We have a home association that like keeps us in line with everybody's yards and stuff like that. So I just love everything about saying this is ours and we are building equity and we can sell this, get equity, and improve, make something bigger. So I love everything about being a homeowner. I don't necessarily see any cons about it. How do you lay your wigs perfectly? Girl, listen, I don't like my hair to be looking like I got on no top hat or no helmet. So I take pride in really just like sculpting my hair, making sure that my twist down or braid down underneath it is nice and flat. So I be taking that wax stick for the flyaways, really sculpting it with the hot comb, and use the back of the curler and just really lay it down and practice makes perfect. So one would be making sure that your wig actually fits, okay? Because if it don't fit, it ain't gonna lay right. And then two, just taking your time getting the right products to style and lay it on down. How are you enjoying being a wife? I love it for you, by the way. I love it so much. It's like, it's so cool to like really take care of my husband. Like, this is our home. I'm getting to decorate it. I get to really cater to us, our family, like what we have going on. And it's just, I don't know. It's been fun and I love it. I've been dreaming about this moment all my life and here I am. It feels really, really, really good and I appreciate you. Thank you. What lashes you got on in this post? They're actually from Catherine's collection and I will link them down below. I'm filming a chit chat get ready with me and I'll actually share that there too. Will you be getting back into giving us natural hair content? Yes. When? Let us pray, but yes. Let's see. I don't want to know anything. You continue being the beautiful person that you are. Thank you so much. Okay, somebody asked, what's your dream vacation? Girl, the Maldives or going somewhere in Greece. Like, I cannot wait to get out of the Caribbean. Nothing is wrong with it at all. Like, my family's from the Caribbean, but that's all that I know. Now I'm trying to get to the other areas, like, since I'm trying to venture out. So the Maldives for sure, and then Greece. Okay, so I got a lot of questions about when's the next vacation, when the gang gonna travel again, when's the next trip, when we traveling, vacay with your sister, all of that. So yes, you guys, this is the year that we're getting back to travel. You guys know last year the wedding kind of had us one place, and then the year before that was the pandemic and we only went to Cabo in what was that, September. So yeah, we're all turning 30 this year with the exception of Queen, Tion, Jasmine, and Twyla. So y'all know we finna be lit for everybody's birthday. We actually just got back from Destin for Jasmine's birthday. We're going somewhere within the next 2 weeks for Twyla's birthday. I have trips planned for my birthday, and then also we're going to a wedding in September and it's out of the country. What else? Aisha has something planned. I'm not sure if we're gonna all do it together though. I think that might just be for her and Boris. You know what, never mind. But yeah, we're planning travel. I want to do like a big co-ed trip for pretty much everybody that you guys see for Friendsgiving and Friendsmas, and us just all go to probably Mexico and be in a big house like College Hill and whatnot. So I want to do that this year, maybe at the end of the year when everybody's birthdays are kind of out of the way and everything calms down. So yes, be ready, because I think Darren just mentioned that we're going somewhere for his birthday. So be ready, because the trips are coming back in full effect and I'm so excited. Somebody said, how has adjusting to entrepreneurial life been? Do you miss your 9 to 5? Absolutely the fuck not, okay? I enjoy everything about working for myself, being my own boss, being able to just do what I want to do, and I love what I do, so it doesn't feel like I'm working, okay? And I will say the only thing that is different from this versus a 9 to 5 is the structure. So you have to have a lot of discipline when it comes to getting up and getting to work, because if you're around the house and you're chilling, you want to lay down, oh, I'll just spend 30 minutes on Instagram, and that moves to 3 hours scrolling on TikTok, and you're trying to figure out how you got there, and the sun done went down and you realize you haven't done any work for the day. So I will say that's the only thing that's very different. But if you practice a lot of discipline and you just have a goal and you stick to it, girl, tomato, tomato, ain't nothing calling me back to a 9 to 5, baby, okay? Let's see. Somebody said, how is mom and dad? You haven't seen them in a while. I'll say something about that. But somebody said, how are you feeling now that my mom is living in Atlanta? She is? I didn't know that. She's still in Augusta, girl. I haven't seen her in so long. I haven't put her on the camera, so I don't know where she moved to Atlanta, but she is very much so still in Augusta, and they're doing great. They're doing really good. My mom suffers from seasonal allergies as well, so go figure how we doing. We ain't holding up too well with that, but other than that, everything is good. I'm actually going to see her at the top of May because her birthday is April the 21st, and she's going to be out of the country, honey. Okay, girl. So I won't spend her birthday with her, but I will see her soon. And of course, I'm going to vlog for you guys. She always talks about y'all. She miss y'all too. So stay tuned for that. Somebody said, what is your cleaning routine? I can show you guys like a detailed breakdown video, but I do share it in a lot of like my reset vlogs, and then also like I've been doing clean with me's in the vlogs. So if you guys haven't caught up on that, I can break it down a little bit further, show you guys my favorite products and my favorite tools to clean with. So that could be a good little video I could do. I absolutely love your content. What keeps you motivated to be a content creator? Ooh, thank you, sis, so much. I put so much into my work, editing, and like the variety now, of course, and just how to like really make every video an experience. But I will say that you just have to stay aligned with your purpose, stay grounded, and really seek your inspiration through the things that you love to do, and plan out your content. That way you can keep pushing it out. You can find new ways to reinvent the wheel and really produce good, sound, authentic, quality content. And that's how I stay motivated. I brainstorm a lot. I take experiences that I'm going to be going through and just share them with you guys. I'm upgrading my home, so I share home things with y'all, try on hauls because I'm always shopping, you know, just the list goes on like that. And then of course like the travel and whatnot. So I will say it's just a matter of being in tune with your purpose and knowing exactly where you're going with it. Ooh, y'all, pray for me. All right, somebody said advice for soon-to-be married couples. I think I kind of touched on that with the first question that I did answer, but it's just all of that plus more. But if you remember God as the head of your household, and then of course be assured that you work as a team and don't let anything come in between you, and don't take your partner's weakness as something to use against them, because that breaks trust, that breaks comfort. And if you are constantly throwing things in your partner's face that are very like sacred and vulnerable to them, then you know what I'm saying, that just doesn't make for a good outcome. So always work with each other, never against each other. So advice for someone starting a business and planning a wedding the same year: pick one. And more than likely the wedding is going to be, of course, more important. So you got to choose one and not stretch yourself thin, because a wedding costs money and starting a business costs money. So it's like, if you don't pick one, you'll end up like clashing, and something is going to have to take the back burner. So unless it's a business that you have already invested that money in and it's already kind of started up with the framework and you don't have to do too much, I would suggest just waiting. Get through the marriage and get through the planning process and through it all, and then start off fresh, because take it from your girl, my business was already started, and keeping it up was a headache while I was planning the wedding, because there are so many expenses that just come up. You get tired. You're always having to be in 10 different places at one time. You don't want to cheat your customers on good customer service, and you don't want to cheat your wedding on how great it could be when it comes down to just the logistics behind it all. So pick one. Alrighty, y'all, is my congestion getting on y'all's nerves? I'm so sorry if it is, but I have got to get through this video. I refuse to hold it off. This is the point of being a boss on your own. You have to work through the struggle, okay? Alrighty, let's see. Y'all so crazy. I'm gonna leave some of y'all questions right where I found them. Cause what? Are you open to marriage counseling every now and then? Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely, no question about it. Sometimes you need a non-biased opinion to come in and just help you out, and that's okay. Like, therapy and counseling, 100% backed by your girl. Everything, whatever you're willing to share. I appreciate that, sis, but here we are sharing it all. What is one thing that you feel is different between boyfriend/girlfriend and husband/wife? I would say that we make decisions a lot different. We move differently because now we're a unit. So really and truthfully, what you do will affect me, and how you move will affect our household. So I really truthfully and honestly feel like, yeah, we got some work to like really show for how we have moved since we got married versus like what it was when we were a couple, just in a relationship dating. So I will say that, you know, just knowing that like what you move and do with your, so to speak, money will affect what I can move and do when it comes to our household, vice versa. So I will say that is one thing, if that answers your question. Are you finished with the hookah room yet? I answered that earlier, but no, it's still on hold. But we have a lot in there. I actually showed you guys a sneak peek. Y'all don't be paying attention, okay? Because I showed y'all something. I did. All right, someone asked, have you faced new challenges being married? I won't necessarily say they were related to the marriage, but I did share in the first vlog of this year that we experienced a death in the family, and that was very close to home, and I did watch my husband suffer a little bit deeper than I have ever seen. So it just brought out a different level of a bond for us. Like I had to really learn how to be there for him in the way that he needed me to be there, not how I would deal with grief or death and stuff like that. So I will say that was something that was different for us because we haven't experienced that being together as a couple to that magnitude. So yeah, that's the only thing. But in terms of like Sim and I, no, we haven't faced anything just yet, but it's coming. It happens. Like that's a part of life, and you just have to prepare for it as best as you can. But know that you don't know everything. You're not going to be able to click when things happen. You just have to figure it out, and that's what you do when you're married. You figure shit out, okay? What's one goal you have right now? To make it to 50K. Y'all know that. That's not a surprise. And I don't really like to be in the forefront of just prematurely speaking about my goals because we just like to pop out, okay? Never let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. Get it done, sis, and show the results. So I have learned just in life in general that some things you just don't need to speak on. You just need to let it happen, and that's what's going to happen, sis. All right, let's see. How are you doing physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually? All the parts, girl, LOL. Listen, somebody else did ask that question because you guys did catch up on the self-care routine video that I did a few weeks ago. Girl, sometimes I be feeling like I'm zip lining on dental floss, okay? Fighting for my life. But other times are really good. I have learned as an adult that it's just really the luck of the draw. Each day is different. You gotta wake up, you gotta pray, you have to spit affirmations out and just walk by faith and not by sight, because sometimes things be getting out of whack. Like it be getting so crazy, and it can take a big toll on you mentally and emotionally, and that breaks down to then tearing you down physically and spiritually. So you just have to really practice self-care. I've been doing a lot of that lately, taking it up on therapy and addressing traumas and just learning how to continue loving myself every day, not losing myself in my work and my marriage, and just really learning to take a step back one day at a time. And I've implemented a lot of help lately. I have an assistant, I have a manager, and it's been going great. I have Robin coming in, helping me with EXO, so it takes a lot off of my plate, and it allows me to enjoy things like sitting down and watching TV, because that's something that when I was working at the lab and doing YouTube, I never did. Like Bel-Air, I would have never been able to watch Bel-Air if I was still working in the lab and doing YouTube and doing EXO, because I would just not carve out time for my mind to take a break. And I have been doing a lot of journaling lately, and really before the past two, just writing things out and saying what my affirmations actually are, what my intentions are moving forward, what my goals are, how I would like God to really keep me aligned with that and just give me signs whenever I'm deterring from the path at hand and just off of my course completely. So yeah, I hope that answers your question as to how I'm doing mentally and all of the above. Outside of my seasonal allergies, things have been pretty smooth, okay? So let's see. What's the next question? How do you manage to balance being a wife and still having a social life with friends? So what's so crazy about my situation in particular is Sim went to school with me and my friends. So it's really easy to have his trust in knowing who his wife is leaving with and how she gonna come home and what she gonna be doing while she's out. But I will say that I really have mastered the art of being in multiple places, wearing multiple hats at one time. I can't really tell you how, but sometimes Twyla be like, girl, I don't know how you do it, because kudos to you. I be tired. So I will say that I carve out time for my friends. Like Saturdays are non-negotiables. I know we finna hit the city some way, somehow, and most times, luckily for me, Sim is working on Saturdays, so I have that time to go with my friends, and by the time he gets off, I offer for him to link up with us because he knows them just like he knows me, and they know him as well. So I'll offer for him to come by, or if we have something planned, you just have to be like, all right then, girl, I'ma see you. Cause Bay calling, okay? And y'all can't give me what Bay give me, so gotta go, gotta blast. And they understand that. So I feel like having friends who, even though they're not in relationships and they're not married, understand your standpoint and they respect the boundaries that you set into place with what you can do versus what you can't, then it just works out for everybody to be well balanced and understand you as a person and what you got to do for your friends and what you got to do for your spouse. Now, prime example, I don't mind sharing this with you guys. Child, we went out to that R&B night. I don't know if you guys have caught up with that vlog. Baby, I might have came creeping up to the house at 4 o'clock in the morning. Not 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it just so happened that Sim gets up that early and he takes Deuce out because he's about to get ready for work. And y'all, that was a Thursday night. And I was on the phone with Ashley and Twyla because we do talk to each other on the way home, make sure everybody get home safe. We was just living the vida loca, baby. And when we all realized what time it was just like, ooh, how did it get to 3:30? How did it get to 4 o'clock? And what I tell y'all, I respect my household and my husband. And Sim did let me know, ain't no more of that. No. You, Shanice, you're not coming in here after 2 o'clock, okay? So husband gave me a curfew, okay? And I have to abide by it because that's out of respect for him and respect for myself. I got a fat ass ring on. I ain't got no business being in the streets after 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And that just is what it is. It's a learning curve for us all. And I mean, you know, it's not like he's being controlling or anything, but girl, ain't nothing open past certain hours except for legs, and mine need to be open at the house, okay, if they gonna be open. So just to be completely honest, so that's the only thing that I will say when it comes to having balance. You just have to know. And sometimes I do tell my friends, I can't. I just can't. I can't. I gotta do this with Sim, or I got some orders that I need to fulfill. I'm not gonna be able to link with y'all today or until later. And they understand that. It's no pressure. It's no foul intent. It's just life. And when they get to this stature, they'll understand it. And I feel wholeheartedly that it will never be like, well, damn, Shanice don't want to hang out with us, because I'll probably be the friend that's going to have kids next. And between Rena and I, so it's just like, they probably won't be extending the invite as often to certain things because they already know. So you just got to know. And with the type of relationship that we have, that's not going to change anything. And I love that for us. So you just got to have you some good friends with great heads on their shoulders and who understand where you're at in life, and you know, have that conversation with your spouse like, I need a girls' night twice a week, or at least once a week. Let me make it my Taco Tuesday, wind down Wednesday. Okay, I'm gonna do it on Thursday because I go in late on Friday, whatever the case may be. So you just really have to find that balance and do what works out for you and your situation. Alrighty, that was long-winded, girl. Y'all be asking me these questions and I be having to really give it to y'all. Somebody said, who inspires you the most? I will say my grandma. she inspires me the most. She's my biggest inspiration, and I can't wait to build a huge mansion on a hill somewhere with separate guest houses, or half of the damn house can be for family and the other half just be for business and work. But I just want to put my grandparents and also my parents into comfort, because they've given me and my siblings and our family in general so much from birth until now. It's time for them to get a pat on the back. Job well done. And not to go too deep into things, but I have a lot of Caribbean people that follow me, and y'all do understand the struggle of coming to the States. What you got to do to get here, if you got to leave your family behind while you work and you become a citizen of the United States of America, and then sending for your family and stuff like that. So just go figure. Maybe that's something that we could talk about in the future, but just go figure how much that lady has done for us and our family. And she is my biggest motivation. She's the reason why I hustle like I do. I don't see nothing in life past like what she's taught me about just being a woman, and what she's taught my mom to teach me. So yeah, I would say my grandma. All right, people have bucket lists. So what are some things on your bucket list? Well, I want to travel to a few of my dream locations in terms of vacation spots. And then I would like to come up on an M. Girl, drop the M in the account, would you? But I mean, that's not a bucket list thing. That's really a goal. Okay. Other than that, I do want to go parasailing. I want to go skydiving, and I also want to be in a hot air balloon. Me and Jasmine just talked about this over the weekend. That is so crazy, but those are things on my bucket list. I would do some outrageous shit like getting a tattoo or a piercing somewhere, but I done been there, I done done that, if you guys only knew. So yeah, I think my bucket list is more so experiences over anything. Let's see. If you could change anything about your wedding, what would it be? The venue. And that's just that on that. I said what I said. No explanation needed. Who couldn't get that out fast enough? But the venue. That's it. My wedding was amazing, you guys. I loved everything about it. Let me not say the venue staff. Let me start there. I can say that because the venue was gorgeous, beautiful, but the staff and the management, we could have did without. All right, so do you sometimes feel like taking a month off from vlogging? Well, if you only knew, okay? It's a catch-22. I can say that because when I take a month off, I don't clock into work. And if I'm not clocking into work, I can't provide for myself or help out with my household. So yeah, I do get overwhelmed sometimes because I have all these ideas. I write down all this stuff, and there's only 24 hours in a day. I'm only one person and I run multiple businesses. So sometimes it can be very discouraging that I want to take a step back, but I know I can't because I need the financial part of this now. And then you guys have an expectation for me. So I can't just go ghost for a month at a time and then come back like everything is going to be all right, because analytics change and how your videos get pushed change as it relates to consistency and when you post, what you post, how you post, and how you guys respond to it. So as much as I wish I could, well, I cannot. But I will say that a month sounds nice. It sounds nice. Only if somebody else could film, upload, edit, and like push the content, respond to you guys, and do all of that. Like, I would love that, but here we are. Somebody said, where is Shayna? She's here. She was just here the other day. Just because I don't film and put people on camera don't mean that we done fell out, we into it, or they just don't come around no more. No, my sister lives 10 minutes away from me. I see her so often, but sometimes like I just enjoy spending time off camera with my loved ones because everything ain't meant to film. And you guys have to remember, I pushed my family and my friends into this life. They didn't ask to be here. So I respect their boundaries, even though they might not say anything. I respect them enough to know like, today ain't a day to be on camera. Like, we just chilling, sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on, and everybody don't want a camera this close in their face every day. So Shayna is good though, to answer your question, and she lives up the street and I see her often, her and Doe Bear. So yeah, she's doing really, really, really good, and she's very much so here and present. Alrighty, let's see. I think I answered just about everything. Like, a lot of you guys asked a lot of the same questions, so I kind of answered them in a nutshell. I'm not answering some of them. And let's see, this one right here. How are you doing overall? So much has happened / changed within the past year. Yes, and it feels so good to be sitting down and relaxing. I was in fight or flight mode last year. I felt like it was always like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, you thought you were sitting down, let's go. And I feel like I lost a lot of my sanity because I was just in drive mode the entire year. I gotta make this money by tomorrow. I gotta find a way to make this money by tomorrow. Like, I was filming so consistently, doing the wedding vlog series, planning the wedding, all in the midst of dealing with family. We moved into a house, I quit my job, EXO started ramping up, and it's still going. So I finally feel that I've found balance. I found like peace. I am okay with taking a day off or two. I don't feel like pressured to have to perform every single day at my highest capacity. Sometimes I can meet it in the middle or at the very lowest end of what I can do. And I feel good to have had this moment to chill, but it picks back up because I have to still fulfill my duties when it comes to brands and sponsorships. I still got to get EXO out there. We got big goals, big things coming, and the expansion is real. So, you know, I feel good now that the wedding is off my plate, and Sim and I are in a really good space, but it's still things that are going kind of like the same as last year. But I will say overall, I am feeling good. I am okay. All right, so somebody said a wedding expense regret, like you could not have spent so much money or you didn't need. I don't think I have one. I was very strategic with what I paid for in terms of the wedding. Our parents, of course, took on the wedding expense, like the big bulk of it, and then also the rehearsal dinner cost. So those weren't things that we had to deal with necessarily, but in terms of like the DJ, needed that. The photographer and videographer, needed them. The vocalists and the pianoists, we needed those. What else? I skipped on getting the girls' robes customized because I was just like, I already gave y'all something with y'all names on it. Y'all gonna wear this robe today and probably wear it again. It's not that deep. We know y'all name, y'all know y'all titles, y'all know y'all duty. The pictures are about us, but they not about us. Like, they not about y'all, so to speak. So everybody didn't need to be like, hey, I'm Ashley, I'm the maid of honor. That was just gonna be an expense that by that time I wasn't willing to take on. Now, if I had a little extra cushion, I would have done it, sure thing, because I'm all about being extra, but just didn't find that appropriate. And then what else was something else that I said absolutely not to? The 360 camera thing, I wanted it so bad, y'all, but the venue was already at capacity. Capacity by the time half of everybody got in there, and then people that didn't RSVP pops up anyway. So the venue was already the club, so we could not fit that in there, and that was just an expense that I was like, we don't damn need that. There's gonna be a photographer, videographer, Bree's gonna be vlogging, Rita's gonna be vlogging, the girls are gonna be catching stuff on Instagram. I mean, I guess it's cute to spin around, but we'll do that somewhere else. So that was definitely another expense that I dodged, but I won't necessarily say it's something I regret because I didn't get it. I wish I could have gotten it, like if we had more space, but then that just comes with the venue drowning the people there. So yeah, tomato. That's something, if anything, I'm glad I dodged. Somebody said, I don't even know, but I hope married life is going well. Need to catch up on your videos before I ask anything. You know what, Crystal? I appreciate that. Thank you. For real. All right, let's see. Somebody said, what was your major in college? You are so talented with the content. I need you guys, thank you so much, to look up a jack of all trades, but when they say a master of none, read what comes after that, because that's your girl. That's me. Honestly, my major was chemistry, and I mean, EXO very much so aligns with that science background, but other than that, I'm just like really that girl. Ain't nothing that I can't do, honestly, and I really appreciate that because just the way my head works, like my mind, how it works, I just love being able to do what it is I do and share that with you guys in the world, so to speak. So yes, but thank you so much again for that. What the fuck the hookah room looking like? Girl, relax. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to do an entire reveal. Y'all just be patient with me, please. All right, I think I am coming down to some of the last questions that I'm going to answer. Let's see. Okay, somebody said, you look so good. You been in the gym? Let us see the workout routine. Girl, thank you, but no. Okay, I ain't been in nobody's gym and I need to be there ASAP. Prompto, hello. The gym is calling my line. I need to answer ASAP. I appreciate that though. I do try to eat as clean as possible, as often as possible. Really take a step back from Chick-fil-A and just going out and always having to grab some food while I'm there. So I do a good job at maintaining, but I can work on a few like trouble areas that I have that are probably something you guys can't see, but I know what the end goal is, and this body needs to be snatched for the summer. And the way my rolls be rolling. Oh baby, I need to work on that. So Lanisa said, hey friend, how do you balance all of your titles and still show up for yourself? Wife, sis, entrepreneur, etc. I'm assuming. You guys, it can be tough because some days I don't feel like working. I don't feel like filming. I don't feel like creating a moment for the camera, and I don't feel like whipping no butters. I don't feel like talking to anybody. I don't feel like just getting out of bed. I want to lay on the couch, hang out with Deuce, and just make it do what it do. But then when Sim comes home, I would like my husband to come home to a clean home, because if he was a stay-at-home guy and I was out working, I would like to come home to a clean home myself. So I have to get up and push through that. And then like sometimes, you know, you have moments where your friends need advice, they call you when something is wrong, and you have to kind of set yourself aside to really address what's going on with them, because that just comes with the territory. So I will say just journaling and doing a lot of like self-reflection, meditating, praying and stuff like that. Doing my self-care routine every single day, non-negotiable, helps me to stay balanced and show up for myself, even in the darkest of moments when I just don't feel like it. And I also have a really good village to lean on, so I can call my mom, I can call Ashley, I can call Twy, I can lean on Sim if I need it to come down to that point, and just do what I gotta do to get out of the rut. But that's pretty much how I balance and show up for myself all the time, all the time. All right, let's see what's in store for the YouTube channel and EXO. Y'all know I just pray for continued growth and to be able to reach so many people who are just like me, nothing like me, going through similar experiences, need to learn something that I've shared here, so on and so forth. So I just look forward to really expanding both of my brands in every single way that can possibly happen. So that's pretty much it. See what's next for the springers. A little bit of everything. We're going to do a lot of traveling, just experiencing new things together, just building and growing our empire, our legacy, and eventually one day our family. Girl, you said we ain't seen them folks in a little minute on the channel. I know that's right. I love that y'all be talking to me like I'm y'all home girl. Anyway. Let's see. Do you have times where you feel like you've taken on too much at once, girl? Every other day. Every other day, because that's me, Shanice, with 1,000 things on her plate, and my plate just be running over, just dripping. But the little saucer that catches that little bit of sansan at the bottom, we appreciate that. Shout out to Miss Spikes. All I want to know is, are all of your friends genuine and down to earth with you in Sims vibe? Yes, I don't really know how to answer, but absolutely. Like, once again, we've been friends, all of us, for years before it got to this point, and we all meshed together well because we come from a common denominator, which is the Fort Valley State University, and we've all just watched each other blossom into the adults that we are today. So I can literally have everybody in a room all together and everybody's vibe is just that deal. Like, it all matches, and I appreciate that so much. Yes, so I don't want to know nothing. I just love y'all. Love you too, boo. Big 30th birthday plan, sis. Absolutely on the way. Stay tuned because we going up for the 3-0. Can't believe we made it here. Can't believe we here. Let's see more about business, how you got started and why, how you plan for business content drops, etc. I will do more entrepreneur vlogs coming soon. I will say that it takes a lot of planning. You know what you want to do, know who you want to reach, know all of the legal things behind it, just really doing your research. Once again, doing your research and knowing like what the end goal is going to be. So creating a business plan is essential to running and starting up a successful business to begin with. So I will say that I will go more in detail behind the scenes. I do share a lot in the daily and weekly vlogs, but I'll be sure to really hone in on that later on because that's a whole separate conversation for another day. I know I'm all in your business, but I just wanted to pop through and say that's for sharing your light and world. I think she meant that's for sharing. Thanks for sharing your light in your world. Absolutely. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Another question, I think one of the last ones that I'm going to address because I got to get out of the house will be, okay, there's like 3. How do you handle criticism from your friends, family, and spouse? You just have to understand that people are coming from a genuine place. Nobody is doing it off of like mal or just like foul intent. Nobody wants to see you hurt. If you have the right people around you, especially if it comes to like your spouse and your family, they want to see you be the best version of you. So if it's anything that they have to critique, be very receptive. Don't be defensive. Understand where they're coming from. Do some self-reflection. Ask questions about what they're confronting you with, and just know that they're doing it from their heart. Now, if it's petty and it's just like, you know, you can feel that vibe is not right, the girl, sometimes you gotta meet them where they at, sis, okay? Or drop them. Okay, fuck them. Somebody said, do you go to church? If so, can we get some content? We love the Lord. Absolutely. I love the Lord too. If you've been here since 2020, I used to post a lot of like, you know, church and whatnot back in the day. But I mean, I don't take the camera to church. I don't know what you want me to really show. I can discuss some things, but when it comes to like religion and all of that, politics and stuff, this is just like the workplace. So yes, I'm very vocal about my love for God and just everything that he has done in my life, and him being the head of my life and my household, everything that I do, everything that I put my hands on. But at the same token, I don't want to try to create a platform where I'm trying to be like a Christian vlog influencer and all of that stuff, because it's just not my niche and that's not what my channel is about. So I don't have any problem with just sharing that. I can show you guys church on Sundays if we're watching it here. Now, if we go, I'm not taking the camera, I'm not doing all of that. But yeah, I've shared the church that I go to here in Atlanta, Dream Center, ATL. And yeah, I don't really know what you want, sis, but that's as much as I can give you in one setting. But yeah, elaborate in the comment section. I definitely understand where you're coming from, but you know, just in terms of this channel, that's not what my channel is on, and I don't want to get too deep off into that, because how I worship and my point of view, what I believe, is not what somebody else does, and then you just get a whole bunch of unwanted opinions and lessons and sermons that you just did not sign up for. So you just have to be very strategic when you talk about certain things. So elaborate as to what exactly you want, and I'll help you out a little bit. What things / items, personal or not, do you splurge on, and what things do you skimp on? I splurge on this house. This was our biggest like financial accomplishment to date, and we done spent so much damn money on it. I'm finna splurge and make it this beautiful, just like luxe interior designed place that I just want to come and lay my head at every single night. The things that I skimp on are like designer bags, shoes, clothes. Like, I'm just not that type of girl. When I do get to that stature, when I have disposable income and I feel like it, absolutely, I'm gonna buy me a few. I'm gonna step with the big steppers, but that's something that right now I don't find necessary. Like, I don't need it. I don't need it right now. I'm good where I'm at. Why don't we see you and your sister doing stuff together? Because it's always you, Twy, and Ashley. Because it's always me, Twy, and Ashley. Like, those are my friends. That's my sister. It's two separate entities. Yes, we can do stuff together. We have done stuff together, but Shayna works, you guys. I don't know what y'all think she be doing every single day, but she works. She has a household just like I have to maintain and keep up. And we do stuff, but like I said, y'all know my sister's personality. Y'all know my personality. Sometimes I just want to hang out with my sister because she been my sister before I've been a YouTuber, and I don't want to film everything. And you just got to be okay with it. How many bedrooms do you guys have? I will link the home series down below because that's already been discussed and you guys have already seen a walkthrough. Let's see. Ooh, cause you asking questions that you ain't got no business asking. Let's just come on. Would you and Sim ever consider relocating outside of Georgia? If so, where? Dallas, Texas, okay? Because everything's bigger in Texas. The real estate, y'all, I be so taken aback by how beautiful Dallas is. Like, gotta get there, gotta have it. Can't wait to experience that because I gotta buy me a house out in Dallas, period, point blank. If Sim's job ever said like, hey, we need you to go and transfer to this location in Dallas, baby, first flight, first ticket, first trip out of here, I definitely would. But I'm very weary about leaving behind my family and friends, especially like for when our family comes. I don't want to be alone and away from them. I want my kids to be able to grow up with being able to go to grandma's house and being able to see TT and Unc them on a regular every time we have a cookout and stuff. So hopefully, prayerfully, all of my family and friends can stay within the Georgia to like Florida area so that we can just be a hop, skip, and jump away. North Carolina too. I could do a little Charlotte. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for today. Those are all the questions that I am going to answer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope my congestion wasn't too much for you guys to handle and you could get past it. If you made it to this point of the video, y'all already know the drill. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you loved it and you can't wait to see more updated Q&As. If you're not a part of the gang, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button now and tap the bell so you never miss another ShaniceAlisha upload. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.